All right, I'm going to have a go at the Observer's weekly Everyman crossword, but first let's have the cryptic clue of the day. Last week I gave you England footballer in strangest Wimbledon doubles final pairs. Well, you have to take the final pairs of those three words, and they spell out Stones, John Stones, England footballer. Well done to Mike. All right, a long one this week. Leaders of democratic independent countries theoretically, actually totalitarian oligarchies. Russia, say, 9 letters. Leaders of democratic independent countries theoretically, actually totalitarian oligarchies. Russia, say. And this is very long, so let me scroll down. I gave you a C in third position, and the final letter is S. All right, let's see what Everyman has for us. But I did notice there's something called Gemolo, brand new Bard. I think those are the ones without the black squares, right? They're usually fiendish. I might try that later and record myself, so you may see a bonus. Anyway, let's go ahead and play the Everyman. There we go. Let me go into the settings. Oh yeah, I do not want to skip over filled letters, and I want to apply that. All right. At home, looked after child, one practiced in being greedy. Wow. At home is usually in, which makes a nice beginning for words. Looked after child, like raised or minded, or maybe a word for looked goes after a word for child. And that is the definition, one practiced, or is that wordplay? Being greedy. Yeah, I don't get it. Let's try the downs. Idlers play vacuous game. Ooh, oh, I was going to say vacuous, I think indicates we empty out. Oh, yeah, sorry, it's 1-3. Because I looked at if we empty out idlers and play, we get ISPY. And my brain was thinking, ISPY, what's ISPY? Well, of course, it's I Spy, which is a great game, great for long car journeys. Hauls up teacher's pet. Ooh, yes, I think I was called this when I was at school, a SWAT. And you have to think of a word for hauls, which might be tows, TOWS. And if that is up or reversed in a down clue, it becomes SWAT. All right, royal high, let out, sought after silverware. Oh, I think it might be sought after silverware, something like the FA Cup or, well, Wimbledon, of course, as I'm recording this, the men's final, something plate. Royal high let out. Oh, could let out be an anagram indicator? Oh no, out I think is, so I think it's an anagram of royal high let. Yeah, that's 12 letters. Um, royal high let. I don't see a nice word for a trophy or maybe it's some other kind of silverware. How about naked, vast rider, a top horse like so? Is it going to be naked or like so? Or is it an and lit that it might be a reference, I don't know, Lady Godiva or something? Now, how about sign with frustrated announcement posted up that suits acrobat? Well, I'm just thinking acrobat might be a Tumblr. Let me put in Tumblr and just see, because I think there's going to be a reversal posted up. And might be a frustrated announcement. Sign. What's the sign? Could be a sign of the zodiac. That suits. No. I'll keep it in mind. Oh, let me move my head out of the way. Unfashionable origin of itself for one. Wow. I don't get it. I like that clue. DIYer uses these studs for reparation. All right, I think we're going to repair or anagram these studs, and we'll get something that a DIYer uses. It's going to be 3 S's, 2 T's, only 2 vowels, the E and the U. Dust. Is there like a dust something? No. DIYer uses these. No, I'm not seeing that anagram. Let's just try this one. Delivery notification from armorer in Meg Ryan film. I think yes, it's a Meg Ryan film, and it might be something an armorer might say, which is, "You've got chainmail." I like that. All right, regularly outspends. What's new? The reverse. Well, regularly might mean we take every other letter, but I don't get then the what's new, and the reverse sounds like we then reverse, turn it around. Yeah, so, oh yeah, maybe what's new is the definition when we reverse the regular. I mean, this might be an exception to usually the definition is at the beginning or the end of the clue. But let me just look at OTPN, no, or US, used. No, so the definition is the reverse of what is new. All right, which would be used. There we go. Seeing yourself in others, as happens in cinema. Yeah, so if you accuse somebody of something, you might be accused of projection, which does happen in a cinema. Taps defects. Is that a double definition, I suppose? Now, is it defects as in shortcomings, or defects as in goes over to the other side? What are taps, raps, bops? No, I don't see it. Where rappers may make for happy mediums. That's a nice one. I presume it's like a double definition with some kind of pun in there, something to do with rappers. And then happy mediums, crystal balls. No, don't trust Ms. Karenina, said study. Anna, somehow. but I don't get it. Oh, yeah, I think maybe it's a homophone of Anna. Ms. Karenina said, Anna, and then a word for study, which can be den or con, apparently is a word for studying. Um, and then the definition would be don't trust. I would just say mistrust, suspect. No. Sundry seabirds skinned eel. Sundry. Is that going to be the definition? And then a word maybe for seabirds. Skinned eel. What? That would just leave the E in the middle, right? No. Taylor Swift appears again. Touring, endlessly airsick. T. Swift described as such. All right, I think there has to be a reason they've abbreviated Taylor to T, presumably for some kind of anagram. Touring might indicate, yes, I think we're going to anagram tour. Endlessly airsick will be air, S-I-C, and then I think the T, and then Swift, yes, so it's another Swift, Jonathan Dean Swift, and he was I was going to say satirist. Oh, satiric, I think. There we go. All right, spouting madly, forgets name, and scoffs freely. Now, is the double and deliberate, or has the observer inherited the guardian's propensity for typos? I'm thinking spouting madly. Yeah, so we're going to anagram that, but it's 8 letters, spouting. So we have to forget N for name. And then I think we're going to get pigs out. So I think the extra and is a mistake. I think it's just forgets name. And then all of that is going to mean scoffs freely. All right. Tornado King condemned as unsolvable problem. Ooh. Well, Tornado King is 11 letters, 7 and 4. So we're going to condemn or anagram that to be an unsolvable problem. Some phrase like squaring the circle. I don't see it. I wonder if we are going to keep the ing together, though. No, I don't see it. Instrument found at end of canal. Question mark. End of canal might be just the L. So maybe it's found, a 3-letter word for found, followed by L. Or being at the end of canal, I think might mean that it comes after the L. Now it could be a musical instrument. I mean, I'd like it to be a lock, but I don't think so. Commercial plugging bracelet and pipe down in South Asian state. I think it is going to be a South Asian state. Commercial is probably going to be an ad, and that plugs or goes inside a word for bracelet. Oh, pipe down might be telling someone to hush. So maybe SH inside it. Trying to think of a Malaysia. Yeah, I'm not getting that. Pretense detectable by auditor chaps. Oh, so I'm thinking it's a homophone. Maybe detectable by auditor is a fancy way of indicating a homophone. So I think it's going to be a word for pretense. Well, we say it out loud and it's spelt another way for chaps. Now that could be chaps as in men, or I thought of guys. So I think Guise sounds like Guys. All right, may as well finish the across. One whose work might be a ... travail. That's a great clue, but I don't get it. All right, where did I leave off? Well, with Meg Ryan. Let's try Gaga, soused, pickled, your best friend, perhaps. So I think 10 letters, Gaga, soused is 10 letters. I think we're going to pickle that. Oh, your man's best friend would be a dog. So I think it's going to be some type of dog. We're going to have another G left over. Two S's. Two A's, an E. I want a U. Your best friend, perhaps. I should be able to spot that anagram. Sausage dog, yes, of course. Wasn't it a dog on That's Life many years ago that was able to say the word sausages? Still one of the greatest things I've ever seen on television. All right. Cry about blokish humor while cycling to University City. I'm wondering if it is going to be a university city, because it sounds like we put a word for cry around. What's the word for blokish humor? Well, slagging or banter maybe. Ooh, how about Canterbury? Yeah, I'm not sure exactly how. Oh, the cycling is the word canter, or sorry, banter. You have to cycle it and put the B at the end. Cry is literally cry. And then U is university. And so, yeah, I was thinking, is Canterbury a university? No, it's just a city. All right. Creature, equine netherwards, then Adamite upper region primarily. Oh, that's wonderful. We take the primary letters of the first 7 letters and it spells out centaur. I love that, Adamite for human. That's brilliant. All right, some HP ink gingerly, might you drink it? All right, some is indicating a hidden clue. We take some of these letters and it's not too hard to spot pink gin. Never had pink gin. go with my t-shirt. Every man given tips in amateur theatre being a ham. Oh, well, every man is probably going to be I or me. But I am wondering about the tips of a word might be the outer letters. No, in this case, it's only the first letters of amateur and theatre, A-T, come after me. And so ham is an example of a meat. Burn most of leafy green vegetable. Oh, well, there is the vegetable chard, and most of it is char. All right, this is the one whose work might be a travail. I'm wondering if it's partially an anagram of travail, but don't see it. Oh, this now the southeast. Oh, Bangladesh, of course. Bangladesh. So the commercial was an ad. It plugs a bangle. And yeah, when I thought of SH, I should have thought of Bangladesh. But there you go. Ooh, here's our instrument. Oh, it's not the word canal, it's our ear canal. And the instrument that's found at the end of it is the eardrum. Very clever. Here's our tornado king. Oh, of course, the Gordian knot. Of course, you can solve it by taking out your sword and slicing it in two. All right, let's see. Unfashionable, origin of itself for one. That's great, but I don't get it. Is it going to mean unfashionable? But I'm thinking the for one question mark is some reference to the definition. What would be a word for unfashionable? Out or unchic or yeah, I can really only think of words. Oh, here was my anagram of these studs. Oh, it is a plural, so I think one of the S's is going to go there. Still might be dust. Just thinking of dust busters, but they're not really. DIYer might use it to clean up after themselves, but that was our sundry. Oh, several would be sundry. Seabirds, skinned eel. Yeah, I don't get that at all if that is the right answer. No, I'm not sure about this at all. I'll leave it in. Right, that was our wrappers. Oh, it must begin with ANA, which sounds like Anna with two N's. Don't trust. Oh, unless it's study, could be analysis. Oh no, how about don't trust her because she lies. And so if you study something, you analyze it. Ah, clever. All right. Oh, hold on. Am I spelling it the right way? No. Oh dear, oh dear. I was so worried about putting in a Z accidentally that I missed out on the Y. All right. Um, Royal. Ah, it must be the. Yeah, we do have a T, an H, and an E. Actually, we have another H to use. Sought after silverware. Oh, could it be the holy? Ah, I think it might be the holy something. Still have an A and another. Oh, the Holy Grail, of course. That's funny. I always think of the Grail as being gold, but I don't know what it's supposed to be in legend. All right. At home. Oh, if you looked after a child, then you sat, babysat. And then one is I, practiced is able. And if you're being greedy, you are insatiable. That's nice. Naked. Ooh, I'm thinking. Ah, yes. So vast rider, if that was naked, you would take away the outer letters, which would be its clothing, and you'd be left with a stride and a top horse like so. That's good. Oh, sign might be Leo. With frustrated announcement posted up. That suits acrobat. A leotard. Oh, yeah, maybe it's not several, which I'm not too. Ah, yes, if you're frustrated, you might say drat, and that is posted up or reversed. Ah, diverse. How about, oh, of course, the seabirds are divers, and then the skin deal is just that final E. All right, here's our where rappers may make for happy mediums. I'm fairly confident about all of these letters. So what's that 5-letter word? Yeah, I don't. Yeah, going through the alphabet and trying to see something that might fit in. Yeah, but nothing is coming to me. Where rappers? Well, there's a rapper, Flow Rida, so I don't know if it's O Rida, O, not Omega or Opera. What is that? Where rappers may make for happy mediums. Ooh, maybe something around. Oh, no, no. No, that's the end of a 5-letter. Don't get that. That was my unfashionable. For one, itself for one. Oh, a square root. Ah, yes, for the number one, its square root is itself. And unfashionable is square, and the origin of a problem, for example, would be the root. Okay, there's taps, defects. What is that? Duds, bums. No, but I think that's going to be an S. these studs. Yeah, I don't see that. I think I'm going to pause and work this one out on paper. Ah, yes, of course, it is dust. I mean, I was really thinking of people using power tools for some reason, but of course, you might be painting and put down some dust sheets. All right, that's where our wrappers may make for happy mediums. I must have some letters wrong here because it just looks so strange. All right, I have one whose work might be a travail, granulator, chronoliter. Now let me pause and run through the alphabet for the first letter and see if anything jumps out at me. Oh my goodness. Well, my mind, remember there was a film called Beau Travail, Beau Travail by Claire Denis. And of course, travail is the French for work. So for a certain translator, work would be travail. All right. Still don't know my wrappers. Yeah, again, I think I'm going to have to pause and think about what that second letter might be. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it is a strange word, so that's why I don't feel too bad. But a Ouija board, of course, a rapper, somebody who is rapping on the table, the medium might be happy. That was a tricky one. All right, so then just my taps, defects. Oh, bugs. Bugs are definitely defects from my coding days. Oh no, the crossword didn't finish, so and I don't think there's a submit button. I know it was a little different. Oh no, okay, maybe I do. Is it bugs? I don't really get bugs being taps. Yeah, I'm not sure about that. What else could it be? Taps. Oh no, it is taps apostrophe. I mean, the surface is suggesting a defect in a water tap, but oh, it is bugs, as in to tap a phone line to bug. Ah, of course. All right, let me submit. All right, it doesn't show the time until you put in your name and your email address, so we'll ignore that. All right, well, I thought a little bit trickier than usual this week, but again, it might just be me. Anyway, thanks as always for watching and have a wonderful day.